Steve Jobs said you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that dots will somehow connect you in the future. That quote perfectly relates to this story. I love painting elephants. They are such majestic, beautiful creatures. I like trying to capture their beauty in all different media. Last year, when I went to Sri Lanka, I had the opportunity to spend a day at the elephant stables at the Dalada Maligava, studying the elephants and making sketches in my sketchbook. While I was there, I made a lot of sketches and took a lot of reference photos of them too. Later, I used the studies for a lot of my artwork, including a children's illustration project which I did with the Sri Lankan TV channel. This Vesak, those sketches came alive again. Vesak is a very special month for all the Buddhists all around the world. It is the month of the birth of the Supreme Buddha, the Enlightenment, and the passing away. Vesak Full Moon Poya Day is in May. During this Vesak month, I was involved in a very special project. I work in the Sunday school at the temple as a volunteer teacher. During this Vesak month, the students are involved doing a Vesak drama. It's a beautiful drama with about 40 students, and two of my friends who are also teachers are doing the drama practice. I was asked if I could help to create the backstage props. I was delighted to help. During the team discussions at the very beginning, I presented my initial sketches of the elephants. I also presented the one I did for the TV channel, and everyone fell in love with him. So I started to make him come alive. Every artist dreams of the day when the ideas bring inside their heads actually come alive. And this was one such perfect tender moment for me, a very precious memory to hold on to. My initial thought was to use Regiform. It's light and the children can move it about. But when we discussed in the team, we decided to use plywood instead because it has a bit more of a form and it's heavier, just like how an elephant should be, and it wouldn't topple over or get blown away on the stage. And we decided to go about 4 feet in height. This was a new challenge for me, but I loved the challenge. And of course, I had a lot of help. Creating an artwork of this size takes a long time, and it is a very solitary creative process. I love that solitude. It gives me the freedom and space to think. With the buzzing thoughts and ideas inside my head, I rarely feel solitary, especially when I'm so absorbed in an artwork. While painting, I was reflecting on my time as a voluntary teacher. It's nearly 2 years now. I have learned so much, perhaps just as much as I have taught my students. And here, in this project, I'm still learning. Life is a continuous journey of lessons, and being open-minded to embrace them helps me to grow and develop, not just as an artist, but also as a human being. While painting this Tusker, a lot of children visited me, the children that came to the temple, and this was one of them. She was talking to me for a little while, and then she went outside. I thought she left. But this little girl came back with a handful of grass to feed the Tusker. Her little action made me think a lot about her personality. It was lunchtime, everybody was hungry, and she must have thought the Tusker was also hungry. In her little beautiful imagination, she imagined the Tusker to be lonely and hungry, and she went outside to get some food. It was a beautiful thought. Children are always beautiful. Next, I wanted to create a design on the fabric material on the elephant. I wanted to use a traditional Sri Lankan design. I chose the swans. Swan is considered as a sign of good luck and prosperity in Sri Lankan art and design, and these entwined swans are a classical Sri Lankan traditional design. I used that to create my own design. This book that I'm using here for research also has a story. It was a gift from my granddad more than 20 years ago. My granddad was a school teacher. He gifted me this book for a school project. He is gone a long time now, but I wished he could see me using this book even 20 years later. This project had been a lovely experience for me. I learned so much, and I worked with so many different teams, people, parents, teachers, as well as my students. And it is beautiful when children, parents, and practically everyone come together in a creative artistic project. Art and creativity is so magical that way. It brings people together.